Here we go! The episode begins with young sad girl peeing in a pond. She walks back to her group, and then this man locked up in a cage asks her for water, but he thinks she's a boy. This other grumpy guy in the cage yells at young sad girl and asks for a beer, and young sad girl hits him with a stick. Blacksmith walks over and tells young sad girl to walk away. Some men on horses show up, and young sad girl hides because she thinks they're looking for her. These guys are called Goldcoats, and one of them tells the leader of young sad girl's group that he has a warrant to arrest somebody in his party. The leader says that warrants don't matter because the people with him are in the Night's Watch now, which I'm pretty sure is the group that protects the wall. The horseman pulls out his sword, but then the Night's Watch guy puts his dagger near the horseman's penis. Then he steals his sword and throws it. The horseman announces that he's looking for somebody named Gendry, and anyone who turns him in will get a huge reward. Then everybody looks at Blacksmith. Oh dang, Blacksmith is a wanted man. We cut to Peter Dinklage walking into a room where a bald guy is sitting with a woman who I think is Peter Dinklage's girlfriend. Peter Dinklage's face doesn't have a scar on it yet, so he must get cut within the next 10 episodes. Peter Dinklage says that bald guys should try Peter Dinklage's girlfriend's fish pie, but she says she doesn't think that bald guy likes fish pie. It seems like fish pie is actually code for vagina. So bald guy must be gay or asexual or something. Bald guy reveals that Peter Dinklage's dad doesn't approve of Peter Dinklage's relationship with his girlfriend. Bald guy seems super slimy during this conversation, and it seems like he's threatening Peter Dinklage. Before they leave, Peter Dinklage tells bald guy that he doesn't like threats, and that if he threatens him again, he'll have him killed. But then bald guy claps back and is basically like, "Try me, I dare you." We cut to short-haired queen reading and then tearing up a note from the Starks, saying that they want the North to be an independent kingdom. Short-haired queen says that whoever wrote this has more spirit than their father, and then Peter Dinklage says that the person that wrote the letter can have his father's bones back. So short-haired queen's family must have killed Papa Stark pretty recently. And then sexy jawline guy probably took over, and now he's sending this letter that's basically like, "Hey, I'm seceding from you, I want to become my own kingdom." Then short-haired queen asks her cousin if he saw Handsome Man in armor when he was at the Starks' castle, and he says that he did. So the Starks have Handsome Man in armor at their house as a prisoner, which means that he's probably the guy that killed Papa Stark, maybe. Also, Chubby King must have died at some point between the pilot and now because short-haired queen definitely seems like she's in control. They receive another letter that asks them to send more men to help guard the wall. The letter says that dead men are coming back to life and attacking people. Short-haired queen doesn't believe it, but Peter Dinklage does. We cut to heavyset guy talking to some fellas about how you fart when you die. Heavyset guy says he thinks it's greedy for one man to have so many wives, so they must be at ladies' man's house again. They start talking about what women they've slept with, and heavyset guy definitely seems like he's never been with a woman before. Then a woman screams, and we see that there's a huge wolf right in front of her. Heavyset guy tells the wolf to back off, and the wolf listens. Also, this woman is heavyset guy's wife. She must be one of ladies' man's wives. And this is their first time meeting each other. They're totally gonna hook up, which means that that baby that she gives birth to in season 3 is heavyset guy's baby. What a fun story to tell your kids. Hey mom and dad, how did you guys meet? Well, I was one of dozens of women to be married to this weird old guy, and then a wolf came up to me and I got scared, so your father told the wolf to go away. I love romantic stories like this. We cut to Bastard King sharpening his sword. Heavyset guy comes over with his soon-to-be wife. What the heck? Heavyset guy says that she is one of ladies' man's daughters, so she's not one of his wives? What is going on? Heavyset guy's wife is already pregnant, and she wants to escape from ladies' man. Oh god, I hope I'm wrong about this, but it seems like all of ladies' man's wives are his daughters. And Heavyset guy's wife is currently pregnant with her dad's baby. So he's the grandpa and the dad to this baby in her stomach. That guy's gross. They ask Bastard King to help her escape, and he thinks it's a terrible idea. Oh man, Heavyset guy's wife makes it sound like if she gives birth to a boy, ladies' man will kill it. That's how he has so many daughters and no sons. He just kills the sons. And I'm pretty sure that Heavyset guy's wife gives birth to a boy in season 3. I think I remember seeing a little baby penis. So I bet after that episode that I watched, Heavyset guy and his soon-to-be wife run away together. Bastard King yells at Heavyset guy for trying to steal one of ladies' man's daughters. We cut to Scar guy and Legolas queen looking tired and weak. A horse with no rider shows up and Scar guy investigates. A man's chopped off head is in a bag. Somebody killed this dude and sent his head back on a horse. A woman comes over and starts crying, so maybe this head belongs to her husband. Legolas Queen looks pretty down in the dumps right now. What happened to all of her long-haired friends? We cut to a boat and Green-Eyed Guy is on it. He walks down into the boat and there's just a naked woman sitting there. She mentions that this was her dad's boat, so it seems like Green-Eyed Guy might have taken it over. And then he just starts having sex with her. No foreplay or anything. He's acting like a misogynist jerk right now. I don't like Season 2 Green-Eyed Guy at all. We cut to more sex. Rat Assistant is watching it through a peephole because, as I discovered in Season 3, he owns a brothel. This dude is mad because one of the brothel workers is crying, so Rat Assistant wipes some ejaculate off this other woman's lip and offers her to him. Gross. They immediately start making out. This guy is basically kissing a man's penis right now. Rat Assistant goes to check on the crying brothel worker, and it's the cleavage lady that Peter Dinklage is friends with. She's upset because the Gold Cloaks killed Megan's baby. I don't know who Megan is, but that's terrible. So cleavage lady is understandably upset because her friend's baby was killed, and Rat Assistant tells her this creepy story about how he once had a sad employee that he let a man do disgusting things to because she wasn't making any money. The story is really dark and seems like a threat. Rat Assistant is acting like a rat big time right now. We cut to Peter Dinklage talking to this guy wearing chainmail. Peter Dinklage asks him about what happened at Rat Assistant's brothel. He's basically like, why'd you guys kill a baby? We find out that he was ordered to kill the baby because it was one of Chubby King's bastard children. So I guess Short-Haired Queen is making sure all of Chubby King's children, beside her own, are killed. Then Peter Dinklage asks if Chainmail Guy has heard the rumors that Short-Haired Queen and Handsome Man in Armor are lovers. Oh wow. Peter Dinklage thinks that Short-Haired Queen is killing all of Chubby King's bastard babies because she knows that her son, who I guess is currently the king, isn't actually Chubby King's son. He's Handsome Man in Armor's son. Then Peter Dinklage reveals that Chainmail Guy gave the order to kill Papa Stark's men in the throne room, and Peter Dinklage tells him he has no loyalty. Chainmail Guy gets mad and threatens Peter Dinklage, but then Greasy Mullet Guy pops up. So I guess Greasy Mullet Guy is Peter Dinklage's bodyguard. Peter Dinklage tells Chainmail Guy that he is being sent to the wall because he backstabbed Papa Stark. Then Peter Dinklage names Greasy Mullet Guy the new commander of the City Watch. Peter Dinklage asks Greasy Mullet Guy if he would ever kill a baby if he was told to do so, and Greasy Mullet Guy says it depends how much he'd get paid. We cut to young Sad Girl talking to Baker Boy and another kid. They walk away, and then young Sad Girl asks Blacksmith why the Gold Coats are looking for him. He explains that the last 2 times that Hands of the King have spoken to him, they've died right after, including Papa Stark. Then Blacksmith reveals that he doesn't know his dad. Wait, I think in Season 7, Blacksmith says that his dad is a king, which probably means that his dad was the Chubby King, and Short-Haired Queen is looking for him so she can kill him because he is the rightful heir to the throne. Or something. Then Blacksmith says that young Sad Girl is a girl, and she gets defensive. Oh, I see. She's pretending to be a boy so she can be in the Night's Watch and stay hidden from Short-Haired Queen. Young Sad Girl then reveals to Blacksmith that she's a Stark and that one of the Night's Watch guys is taking her back home to the north. We cut to Green-Eyed Guy arriving on his island. An old man with a helmet asks what his boat is carrying, and Green-Eyed Guy says that he is the heir to the Iron Islands. Helmet Guy does not care at all. Green-Eyed Guy says he needs to get to a place called Pike, and then a woman walks over and says that she can help him. Green-Eyed Guy makes it abundantly clear that he wants to have sex with her. Isn't this Green-Eyed Guy's sister that gets taken prisoner by Confident Guy in Season 7? It is! Why are they flirting with each other? I guess they haven't seen each other in a while, so they probably don't recognize each other. But what the heck? She knows that he is a Greyjoy, so she must know who he is. I'm so confused. Green-Eyed Guy never makes any sense to me. These two ride a horse together, and Green-Eyed Guy is acting super cocky. He sticks his hand in his sister's shirt, and then in her pants. Okay, is this his sister? He says that it's his sister in Season 7, but maybe he was lying or something? We cut to Green-Eyed Guy walking into his father's room. His dad looks like if Benjamin Franklin lived in a cave. Green-Eyed Guy's dad is not impressed with his son, which is good because Green-Eyed Guy was acting way too confident. Green-Eyed Guy gives his dad a letter from Sexy Jawline Guy. It asks for help in the war against, I'm assuming, Short-Haired Queen. Green-Eyed Guy says that since he is the heir, he will lead his countrymen himself, but his dad doesn't think he's suited to do that. Then this woman who might be Green-Eyed Guy's sister walks in, and Green-Eyed Guy's dad puts his arm around her. It is his sister, and she knew that he was her brother the whole time. Why did she do that? What a weird thing to do to your brother. Oh, I know how I'll prank my long-lost brother. I'll have him finger me on a horse. Green-Eyed Guy's dad says he wants Green-Eyed Guy's weird sister to lead the army, and that he doesn't want to team up with Sexy Jawline Guy. We cut to Bastard King's bodyguard trying to convince this guy who is a pirate that some dude named Stannis is a good king. Bastard King's bodyguard wants the pirate to help him and his king fight Short-Haired Queen's army. The pirate says he'll do it as long as he gets to have sex with Short-Haired Queen if they win. Oh, okay. It's revealed that Stannis is the Son of Fire guy who has a crush on woman with red hair. I wonder when Bastard King's bodyguard leaves this group and goes to hang out with Bastard King. The pirate says that he will help Bastard King's bodyguard. Bastard King's bodyguard then talks to his son. His son wants to teach him how to read so he can read the Bible and become religious. Bastard King's bodyguard doesn't believe that God exists, but he does seem to love his son. We cut to short-haired queen yelling at Peter Dinklage for exiling chainmail guy. He tells her that she's not doing a good job as queen and that her people will turn on her. Short-haired queen gets defensive and says that all of the responsibilities of ruling a kingdom have fallen on her. And then Peter Dinklage makes a joke about her having sex with handsome man in armor. Dang, read the room, dude. Short-haired queen then says that there's no bigger joke in the world than her mother dying giving birth to Peter Dinklage. Jesus, that was harsh. We cut to Bastard King's bodyguard and his son speaking with the Son of Fire and the woman with red hair. Bastard King's bodyguard tells the Son of Fire that the pirate will be helping them. Son of Fire immediately tells Bastard King's bodyguard and his son to leave the room. Him and woman with red hair give each other very intense looks. As Bastard King's bodyguard's son walks out, woman with red hair whispers, "Death by fire is the purest death," into his ear. Whoa, okay, crazy lady. Son of Fire says that his brother has 100,000 troops in his army. Who's your brother? Have we met him yet? Is there just another army and another king running around? Woman with red hair says that in order for him to win against his brother, he must give himself to the Lord of Light, and then she takes her robe off. So I guess these two haven't hooked up yet, and the reason is because Son of Fire has a wife. Woman with red hair says that she will give him a son, but Son of Fire keeps saying no. This is a total role reversal from how they were in season 3. Eventually he gives in and puts her on the table and has sex with her. Hold on, time out. The last episode that I watched was season 3, episode 3. In that episode, Son of Fire was asking Woman with Red Hair to give him another baby, which means that she had already given birth to the baby that they're currently making on the table right now. But Heavyset Guy's wife is already pregnant in this episode, and in season 3, episode 3, she's just then giving birth. So now I'm wondering if Heavyset Guy's wife stays pregnant for like 11 months, or if Woman with Red Hair gives birth to her baby just super fast for some reason. Like, is it a premature baby? Or does the Lord of Light just pop babies out of her like it's nothing? Am I overthinking this? We cut to Bastard King watching Ladies Man carry a baby out to the woods. Oh no, he's gonna kill it. Bastard King follows him and hides. He hears the baby crying and runs to it. Then he sees a dead dude with blue eyes pick up the baby, and then Ladies Man grabs Bastard King and hits him in the head. And then the episode ends. Oh boy. So either that dead dude out there is running a daycare facility and Ladies Man is just dropping a kid off for the night, or more likely, Ladies Man sacrifices the boy babies to these dead guys and is like, hey, I'll give you these to eat or raise to be in your army as long as you leave me and my daughter wives alone. I wonder if young sad girl even makes it back to the north before she gets captured by the Brotherhood in season 3. Also, Peter Dinklage was just getting bullied by everybody this episode. His sister, the bald guy. I sure am glad he has Greasy Mullet Guy to be his friend through all these tough times. I honestly have no idea what's going on with Green-Eyed Guy, ever. He consistently confuses me. I never know where he is, what he's doing, who he is. I mean, he's the son of a king, I get that. But then he eventually gets captured and then brainwashed. And then I think he loses his penis at some point because in season 7 it certainly seems like he doesn't have a penis. I wouldn't even be surprised if you guys threw me into an episode in season 5 and he had a wife and 3 kids. The dude is a wild card. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so the boxes seemed to work pretty well last time, so I'm gonna do that again. Here we go. Here are your options. Season 2, Episode 9, Season 6, Episode 6, Season 3, Episode 8, Season 5, Episode 1, and last but not least, Season 4, Episode 1. This week I'm making a poll on the video because a couple of you guys reached out to me and said, hey, you can make a poll instead of doing this stupid comment thing that makes everybody angry. So there should be a poll right here or something. There should be a box here that you can click. And in the poll are the 5 options I just drew out of the box. Here's a graphic to show you which episodes I've already seen. Please vote. Tell me what episode I should watch next. Even though you no longer have to comment on the video to vote for what episode I watch next, hey, why don't you just leave some other comments that are like, hey Steve, how you doing? Or, Steve, wow, nice shirt. This shirt's okay, but you could say that it's nice to make me feel good. The point is, I would still love to hear from you in the comments, as long as you don't post any spoilers. Okay, bye!